first to witness the birth of the incredible Nintendo Entertainment System. The first to play with Rob, the extraordinary video robot. He follows the commands you put on the screen to help you tackle even the toughest challenge. Will you be the first to raise the incredibly accurate Zapper and play games like Duck Hunt or action-packed Hogan's Alley and high-flying Kung Fu? The Nintendo Entertainment System, where video technology is more than a game.
Dun, 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 dun.
The Star Wars trilogy is back on the big screen and in selected bags of Doritos. Everyone's excited, some more than others.
Help me, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope.
Chewie, don't worry about me. You gotta rescue the princess now.
Luke, I am your father. It's true.
Now celebrate with Star Wars 3D motion cards. Collect all 6 in specially marked bags of Doritos tortilla chips.
Yoda, I've come to complete my training.
Everybody's on the lookout for Boomer, the flavor-blasted goldfish. He's most wanted for exploding goldfish with extra flavor all over, like extra cheddar and nacho. This little fish is armed with flavor and considered extremely delicious. Catch that blasted goldfish! And now there's a reward. You'll collect a $1,000 savings bond if you find a toy Boomer in specially marked cartons. You can check this website for games and details. Will you be one of the lucky ones to catch that blasted goldfish?
One Zulu Niner pre-flight check.
Roger, Tower.
Turbo A.
That's a go.
Turbo B.
Check.
Cycloid control.
A-OK.
Rapid fire.
All right, let's fire it up.
The NES Max, only from Nintendo.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Pick up where we left off on this yesterday. Pretty sure I want to continue, but I'll try this again. There we go. All right. So I was looking for the fog lamp, I think it was. Buy some supplies. Maybe not. Alright. Something to equip here that I shouldn't. So I know the area where the fog lamp is, we just gotta find it and probably go a little slow just because I don't want to get poisoned. wrong sword equipped. Yep. How did I miss him? Oh, almost. All my MPs on this one. And all of these enemies can put some kind of effect on me. I like these spiders a lot better when they don't shoot stuff at me. A lot easier to fight. I think it's this sword. Is it really a treasure chest or is it a mimic? Alright, back out we go. So I'm out of MP already. Jeez. I almost wonder if it would just be better just to run through. Maybe not try to fight everybody. Got my dodging skills out this morning. Actually, this is the wrong way, isn't it? I don't remember fighting that mushroom on the way in. This way, I think. There we go. Replace everything I used here. That's right, they don't sell antidote at this shop. Good morning, Aragon. How are you? This snowy Saturday morning. Hey, Marty, how are you? Congrats on the 5 stream streak. Good morning. Let's not get poisoned. Let's not get paralyzed. It's the dead end. I think it's, yeah, where the treasure chest was. This is really just the spiders I need to worry about, right? Well, I mean, the blue things I just can't touch, but the spiders can hit me from afar. Son has robotics competing at St. Mary's Catholic. Very cool. Use my magic there. Yeah, my wife has a, they have a cookie rally this morning. My daughter's in Girl Scouts, and my wife's the troop leader. So, whenever they get ready for cookie season, they, like, have a big rally, and they go over the new flavors, and it's actually kind of cool. They make, one of the things they do is they make recipes that uses the Girl Scout cookies. So, like, last year they had, like, a Thin Mint, like, fluff, or, like, cake with, like, whipped cream. It was really good. Go away, bats. One snow day, now just ice. Let's see. Well, I didn't start the clock either, so it's a good thing I paused and looked up. Alright, let me get caught up here. I'm good, Marty. Thank you for asking. Snowing, getting ready to travel to Nina. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm in Nina right now, actually. And, it's snowing, not like super heavy, but if the snow feels heavy, like it's like a wet snow. We had one snow day, just ice. Yeah, this winter's been crazy. I was saying yesterday, I wish it would be one or the other, like, either give me really cold so we know we're getting snow, or give me really warm so we know we're getting rain. The temperature is like always around 32, and you don't know if it's gonna freeze or it's not. It's driving me crazy. It's cool, but it's a long day. Yeah, I suppose these competitions do take a while. Yeah, that's... Hopefully he does well. I got poisoned. Oh, I can fix that. It's a mimic. Run! So many doors. The randomness of which those spiders shoot is crazy. Like the way they must set up is they must just shoot at a random interval. Like, it doesn't seem to be any kind of repetition or pattern to it. Excellent. Wow, I gained a lot of XP by fighting these guys. I feel like I was like maybe a quarter of the way there when I came in this cave. The door. Wrong sword. I think the snow is supposed to let up by this afternoon, though. I'm a little up fast in this cave. Not with you though. You go away. Oh, now we're adding the little dragon guys. There are like two bridges because I feel like I just walked under that bridge going the other way. Thank goodness. My favorite NES game. Boy, that's a good question. I don't know, for the longest time it was Zelda, but I mean, there's a lot of them that I like. The more of them I play, the more I like. Punch-Out's up there, even though I've never beaten it. Metroid's pretty good. I don't know, a lot of the classics. A lot of the games that I had as a kid, I never finished, and I finished them now, and I really fall in love with them again. How about you? What's yours? Good news is now if I die or get poisoned, I mean, I'll lose my XP, but I have that lamp. We don't have to go back in here. Kid Icarus, hands down, and then Blade of Steel. Okay. I was actually just thinking about playing Kid Icarus pretty soon. I was, before I decided to play this, Kid Icarus did pop into my head for a minute. It's a fun game. I like that game. It's one of those games that's kind of deceiving because it seems super, super hard, like, in the early stages of the game, but then once you level up and build your health a little bit, it's not nearly as bad. Just don't get turned into an eggplant. See if I can find my way out of here. I know if I run into any walls that I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way, but I want to see what's on the other side now. And you know, the thing about Kid Icarus 2 is it's one of those franchises that Nintendo never does anything with. Like, they could very easily make a new Kid Icarus game and it would be awesome. There's that Immortals game that's probably 5 years old now on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One. I think it's on like all the major platforms. And it's basically like Breath of the Wild, but with Greek mythology. And totally, like, I don't know, the first time I saw it, I'm like, why couldn't this be Kid Icarus? Or they could even make like a new 2D one. I'd be fine with that. Like with the Metroid games, I prefer like Dread over any of the Prime games any day. Not that I don't like the Prime games, but when I think of Metroid, I always think of 2D. There's punishment push through. It's a great game. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody, but I mean, back in the day as a kid, like, I didn't own it, but I'm sure I rented it or played it at a friend's house at one point, and I just remember being totally overwhelmed by it. I'm like, man, this game's really hard, you die right away all the time. Of course, as a kid, the whole idea of farming doesn't really exist. You just hang out and kill a bunch of enemies and level up. Power up, I should say. Yeah, I think I've played that game. I've probably played it, I don't know, through twice, like, in a span of probably like 5 years, so enough where I totally forget everything about it and have to relearn it both times, but I still enjoyed it. I remember I was just taken back too by like the final scene where it's actually like a side-scrolling. Oh, this is really cool. Don't tell anybody this, but I think I'm lost in this cave. That's okay, because I'm getting a ton of XP. Kid, you were lucky if you got 1 month to play. Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe a game for your birthday, maybe a game or 2 for Christmas, then the rest was either friends or renting. You know, I was fortunate enough, my grandma lived right next door to me growing up. And, you know, my real dad passed away when I was like 2. So my grandma would take care of me when my mom was working during the summers. And it was just like a normal thing. Like, every like 3 or 4 days we were going to Blockbuster and getting in a game, and I'd go upstairs and play it and not harm anybody, so it worked out well. It's crazy to think you could spend like $2 or $3 and get a game for like 3 to 5 days. I don't even remember how long the rental periods were. It had to be maybe 2 days. But it was also a double-edged sword, because you didn't know what kind of game you were getting. It's not like you could hop on YouTube and look at videos of games. Some games were deceiving, the box art was really cool, but then the game, not so much. That's what I get for messing around with that spider. Well, these blue guys all day, though. They're easy. I remember one specific instance as a kid. I know where I am now. A new rental store just opened up. Like, it was the first chain store we had in town, or like first franchise. It was called Express Video Land, and it was oddly enough connected to a gas station, but it was actually like a big place. Like, it wasn't just like a little like 1-room rental store. And Dad's like, oh, you want to go? My stepdad. It's like, oh, you want to go check it out? I'm like, yeah, let's go. I want to rent a game. It's like, okay, well, it's Saturday, so we got to get like, really? We got to get all of our other stuff done first, which is, you know, usually like mowing the lawn and doing like, you know, housework and stuff. We always did that on Saturday mornings at my house, because that's usually when my mom had off. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So we do all our stuff, and we get there. It's probably like 3 o'clock, and like, it looked like a bomb went off in that store. Like, everything was gone. Everything was picked over. Like, hardly any movies. Go to the like Nintendo section, and the only game they had there was Dragon Warrior. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll run Dragon Warrior, and I hated it. I just despised it, because I hated turn-based games when I was a kid. I'm like, man, these are so boring. I hate them. Like, this isn't even a video game. You don't even get to hit people. Like, it's all text. Now, of course, I love them. But yeah, that was my first exposure to Dragon Warrior. And I don't think it had the manual, so I was like super, super lost, and I was super, super young. So like, for me to try to figure that stuff out, not happening. Alright, we got the fog lamp, we healed. I think we're pretty good on herbs. Besides, no, antidote. Took me a minute there. Let's save. Yeah, then we had another store in town called Dean's Game World, and it was awesome. That was my favorite place. It was smaller. It was Luckily, I've played this game before. There we go. A smaller independent rental store. The dude was way ahead of his time. Like, he had games, he had movies, and then he also had, like, he would sell used games. So, like, once the Super Nintendo and the Genesis came out, he would, like, sell some of his NES games because they weren't as popular. And then he did this really cool thing, like, he had systems to rent, but you'd rent them for, like, a week. So, like, you know, maybe you had family over, maybe you were going on vacation or something like that, and he had these, like, really cool, like, hard shell plastic cases for the systems, too. You can rent the system for a week and take it with you. I always thought that was a nice touch. Yeah. Alright, Grumpy. So, I just can't imagine, like, you know, Rob lost his cell phone, so he's gonna shut down start over games for a week because he's so grumpy he can't do any business. This guy's kind of irking me. Hey, here's your stupid fog lamp, buddy. You want in a cave? Give this to me. Great courage. Please use my boat as you like. Here we go. Area. One house. How are you looking out? Dude, you're in the house. You go outside and look out. Lost something and I'm all mixed up. Well, what'd you lose? Gonna tell me? Keep your secret. Now the boat's gone. Assuming this is where I'm going to use the shell flute. Here's the dolphin. Just hop on my back, I'll take you wherever you like. Here we go. Yeah, the first Zelda was like probably like one of the first 5 games I got. I actually had it as a kid. Lost the map right away, lost the manual. Pick up things from people over time, people at school or whatever, like, oh, you know, level 1's here, level 3's here. I knew where level 1 was, I always remember that. Ooh, I don't want to go in that. Built in, what's this? And the dolphin says goodbye to me. I can't go in. No. It's pretty good too. But yeah, Zelda was awesome. Another game I never finished back in the day. Such fond memories of it. This isn't where I came in, right? Here. Okay. That's weird. You know, I think I have that game. I do. Is it good? Should I like play it sometime? Yeah. Look at this. With password save. Doesn't look bad. Eerie graveyards and caves filled with danger and surprise. They actually, like, the last paragraph says it has a password save feature to let you keep all your possessions, so you never have to start an adventure empty-handed. Is it... I dare say it kind of looks like Hide-a-Lide? Alright, back to this. Where are we going? Oh, I can hit these guys. I didn't think I could use my sword on the dolphin. Zombie running around in the deep water. Okay, this is where I came in. The guy who's watching guard from the house. And here we go. This looks like it could be a path. Hey, it's a town. Joel Island. Next one to the west is Spirit Island. How much are you gonna charge me for a bed here? 120? I was gonna say 120. I need it though. It's really good. It was Master System. It's Zelda. Okay, what's the Master System? Ooh, okay. Then I'm definitely checking it out at some point. I actually just got my EverDrives, so the EverDrive I got for my Sega can play Master System games. It's just a little wonky though, like, because for those of watching who aren't familiar with the Master System, the start button was on the system, kind of like a 2600, and the reset button was on the system. The controllers literally just had a D-pad and 2 buttons, so you have to like sometimes put a controller in port 2, and start the game and put it back, and I don't think my 8-bit Do controller was working properly with one of the games. But it should work. Maybe someday we'll try it. This is Joel Island, the next one to the west. Yeah, you already told me this. Was it the same guy? Did he just move up here? Oh, Clark is missing. These people have island envy. All they do is talk about the other island. This island seems very nice. Who said you're gonna be a sacrifice? Ralph, Clark, and Joel. Monster prey by now. Boy, I kind of started to think I need to go to the next island. What you got here? You got anything good? Hey, they have antidote. That's good. Fruit of Power. What does the Fruit of Power do? Let's check it out. Set this up so everybody can see it today. Alright, what is it called? Fruit of Power. Guess it'd be a consumable, right? There it is. Fruit of Power. Restores 1/4 of your total MP and can be used during fights. That might come in handy. I would like to buy some of your Fruit of Power, sir. This, yes. Woman Sorcerer, next island, blah blah blah. I talked to everybody. Alright, I don't really think I need anything else. All the buildings. No pawn shop on this island, though. Can't sell anything. It had top-down like Zelda and side-scrolling, vertical scrolling. The game tried it all. Nice. I kind of like games like that, where they kind of a bunch of different genres all tied into one. the exception of Battletoads. I think that game just didn't know what it was doing. Or didn't know what it wanted to be. Hello, Mr. Dolphin. When they say next island or next village over, does it mean right or left? That's where I kind of came from. Easy with the tridents, buddy. New. Definitely have not seen these enemies before. Yeah, I had very limited exposure to Master System as a kid. I'm sure I've told this story on stream once, but I'll tell it one more time because it's a pretty quick story. Like, the year Nintendo came out, I had a sleepover at my best friend's house at the time. Probably second grade, maybe. And he had a Master System. He had 2 games. He had Ghost House and Adventure Island. I remember playing Ghost House and thinking it was awesome. And then we were playing it at night, and then he's like, yeah, we got that for Christmas, but we don't really like it. My mom's gonna take it back and get a Nintendo. And they did. So I didn't really have any exposure to Master System until I was like starting to collect stuff for the store to open it up. So that was probably maybe 10 years ago. Just love Nintendo. Always tried to push limits with consoles until Switch and Switch 2. You don't like the Switch for the Switch 2? Or you just don't think they're trying to push limits anymore? Nope, don't need that anymore. I hate those guys. I gotta explore up here too. I hate the sword switching. I'm assuming once I get Crystalis, like, it'll work with all enemies. Dead end after dead end. Don't mind them. Just from NES and SNES. Yes. Yep. I agree. As a kid, you don't really like understand what's going on with a lot of things, or like a lot of things that happened. You know, like why all of a sudden all the sports games went to PlayStation, or you know why the 64 games didn't have full motion video, that type of stuff. That was, yeah, I mean, I love Nintendo, I love Super Nintendo, I had a Genesis, I loved all that stuff. Oh, I just got taken out. I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, I was gonna say, 64 was where I don't know, I kind of lost a little faith in Nintendo, and it wasn't their fault, it was me. Like, I was at that age where I was starting to get out of video games, and, I just, making the transition from sprite to polygon wasn't my thing. Like, I remember getting Mario 64 and just thinking, like, man, this game just does not look good. Alright, so we went to the left. Maybe we don't go in that cave again. Maybe we try to find this other village. We skipped because I thought it was different. Maybe because it's a silly name. Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one. They should have named it something besides the Wii U. This is an area I can't go to. For me, like, yeah, like, I mean, I love Mario 64. I have Banjo-Kazooie, Mario Kart 64. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, even playing like I've been playing Metal Gear on Saturday nights, and I'm getting into it. It's just kind of hard. And I think maybe part of it too is like the technology isn't there, like that analog 3D that just came out. Like, I was super pumped about it because it does like 4K and everything, but it doesn't like really fix the polygons too much. It still looks kind of rough. But maybe someday we'll play some 64 stuff. I did pre-order an analog 3D and I have it. I haven't even opened it yet though. Even got some controllers from Amazon. I only have like a handful of 64 games. GoldenEye, Mario, the Zeldas. That's about it. Maybe Mario Kart in there somewhere. Yeah, like I said, I was at that age though too where I was like discovering other things like music and girls. So my video gaming was kind of halted for a little bit. And then my PlayStation experiences started, which didn't start off great either. I got a job at Best Buy. That was my first job when I was 16. My mom's like, okay, well, you know, I want you to save half of your check because it's your first check. And then you can spend, you know, do whatever you want with the rest. So I'm like, oh, I need a PlayStation. So I bought a PlayStation. I bought Nightmare Creatures and Final Fantasy VII. I got it home, fired up Final Fantasy VII because everybody was talking about it. I'm like, oh, this is great. Then realized, like, yeah, I can't save my game. I don't have a memory card. So I had to wait 2 weeks for my next paycheck to get a memory card. So I played the first half hour of Final Fantasy VII probably about 10 times. And then when PlayStation 2 came out, I was still working at Best Buy. And that was before they had, like, midnight releases. So people would literally just sit outside all night and wait until the store opened the next morning. So I did that. It was rough. It was like fall, so it wasn't like super cold, but it was cold enough. And I actually had to work that morning. I think the store opened up at 10 and I had to work at like noon maybe. And super excited. I got my PS2 home. I open it up, I hit the eject button, and the tray opens up about that far. It just grinds, and I'm like, oh no. I knew they had, because I'd worked there, I knew they had like 3 or 4 set aside for like defects. So I get back in my vehicle and drive there. They had a department. It was before Geek Squad, so that it was called Tech Ops. There was this old guy's name's Chuck. He was awesome. He was an old Marine. He was always working, like fixing stuff. I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with this. I need one of the replacements. And he looks at it and he plugs it in. He hits the eject button, and the tray's stuck at this point. It's stuck maybe 1.5 to 2 inches out. Just takes it with his thumbs, goes like that, jams it back in, and it worked fine. So then I went home again, dropped it off, and went back to work. I was a zombie that day. Do not miss those overnight lines, though. That was rough. Alright, well, I don't see anywhere else to go besides that cave that I went into. That very difficult cave. I can't seem to find right now. This way and up, maybe? Wave Race? Yeah, Wave Race was cool. Wave Race was the first game I got motion sickness from. And it scared the heck out of me because I didn't know what it was. Like, why is my vision all blurry? Like, why can't I see right all of a sudden? Oh yeah, it's wave race. I think the other thing too with the 64 was just the limited titles at launch. Like, I mean, what was it? It was Pilot Wings, Mario 64, and Killer Instinct Gold, right? I think those were the 3 launch titles, and I think there was probably, if memory serves, about 6 months before another game came out. And the next game was Shadows of the Empire. And I remember my mom blew a gasket when I told her I wanted that game. I'm like, I want that game for my birthday, and she's like, this game's $70. This is the only thing you're getting for your birthday. And it was like, yeah, that's fine. And I got home and I like beat it like within like 2 hours or something like that, because it's not a very long game, and if you play it on easy, it's pretty easy to go through the game quick. Back here. Let's heal. So, and then I had an instance. I don't want to like, I'm not trying to poop on the 64 or like the PlayStation 1 or the PlayStation 2. I think I just had extremely bad luck with them. So we're probably, 64 came out in 96, so we're probably talking 97 maybe, Christmas of 97, maybe Christmas of 98. That doesn't seem right. Probably 97. I had Turok. I had Turok 1. I loved it. Did not know Turok was a comic. Did not know anything about Turok. I just thought, hey, this is a first-person game. This is really cool. I loved the bow for whatever reason. Oh, you get to shoot dinosaurs with a bow, and shooting dinosaurs was fun too. So when Turok 2 came out, I was super, super pumped for it. I put it on my Christmas list. I had GamePro, which covered like Nintendo, Genesis, Super Nintendo. It was kind of like a all-in-one gaming magazine. Like, it wasn't just Nintendo like Nintendo Power was. And I remember looking at the screenshots, like, oh man, this game looks great. Like, oh, you got new weapons, new dinosaurs. This is gonna be so much fun. So I put Turok 2 on my Christmas list. I got it. Put it in my system, and I'm like, man, this looks horrible. So I'm looking at the box, and it says, you know, like, expansion pack enhanced. What's this now? Oh, well, yeah, you know, I'm doing some research and like probably looking through my magazines and found stuff about the expansion pack and how it, you know, helps games look better and it adds memory to the system. So I'm on Christmas vacation now, so we're in that weird week between Christmas and New Year's where everybody has off and it's like a free-for-all. But as a kid, you drive anywhere, so you play with your Christmas presents. So I tell my grandma, I'm like, hey, like, I have some Christmas money. Can you take me to get this? And she's like, sure, just call around and make sure they have them. So I call all these places. Nobody has them. I called Media Play, which is no longer around, but it was a really cool store. It was a store that literally just sold media, so games, books, movies, CDs. And I call them, like, hey, do you guys have expansion packs? Oh, yeah, we have some. So I call my grandma quick. My grandma, come pick me up. And she picks me up, we go there, and as I'm walking in the store, like, I walk into the video game department, and I see a guy pick the last one up off the hook, look at it, and walk away with it. I was like, oh, I was so defeated. And I asked, and of course they didn't have any more. So I had to wait, I don't know, probably a couple months. 64 stuff was super popular when it came out, like, it was hard to find. I remember, like, waiting, like, 2 years to get a black controller. Because the stores would get cases of controllers, but they would get like one of each color, and of course black was always the most popular color, so it would go right away. Let's say I had a green one, a gray one, a green one, and then eventually I got a black one. Alright, where is that island that I went in? Up here? I did level up, maybe that'll help me once I do get back in this cave. But yeah, like I said, I don't think the systems were bad. I think I just had extremely bad luck with them. It's pretty good. Here? Oh, this is back to that other area, right? Yeah. I already have the bridge made. right here? Is it really that easy? It was that easy. Okay. We're gonna go super slow through here. I'm assuming this has to be the way, because there's that, like, little temple thing on that one island in, like, upper left of the map, but I can't do anything with that. Okay, yeah. Let's put the shell flute away. I think that thing is what killed me last time. I do have that fruit that gives me some MP back too. I gotta remember to use that if I run out. Cousin bought me World of Warcraft for my 21st birthday, so for 19 years I lost track of console releases. I've never played World of Warcraft specifically for that reason. Like, I felt like I would get super addicted to it. Just like getting back in games I missed. Yeah, that's the thing, like, I struggled for years, like, when I opened the store. Like, you open a store and you're seeing cool stuff every day. Like, people are always bringing stuff in. It's like, oh man, should I buy that? Should I keep that? Take that? Whatever. And there's not enough time. That's the problem. What it boils down to. Like, they don't stop making games. So if you want to play old games that you missed, something else has to come off your plate. So I've made the choice to cut way back on modern stuff and work on older stuff, because I do really enjoy that a lot more. It's just a dead end. Cool. Yeah, I just find more enjoyment in older games. I mean, some games are good, like, my buddy bought me Arc Raiders for Christmas. We've been playing that non-stop, and I love it. Like, and I'm usually not a PvE type of guy. But that game is just, I don't know, it sets you up for situations that are just really cool. Come on. So we've been playing that at night. But new games are few and far between. I would like to play the new Silent Hill. I think that would be kind of a cool game to play on stream. The Dragon Quest remakes, that'd be fun. Entrance, yeah. The other thing I don't like doing is playing too many games at one time though either. Like, if I'm more than 2 or 3 games, I'll forget what I'm doing. So I'm not going to do anything besides NES, and then once I finish Metal Gear, I will play something else. I like to think I'm getting pretty close to finishing Metal Gear. Still on the first disc though, but if I remember right, like, disc 2, there wasn't much content on there. What if these bridges went away because I died? back to the river. Ooh. Come out like half health. The words are hard today. Oh, there goes my herb. Just want to check over here quick. Dead end. I already have a magic ring? I have 2 magic rings, I guess. For about 10 minutes, didn't like it. 400 hours in a Korean game. Like, makes no sense. Yeah. It's funny how weird games grab you sometimes. So about where I died last time. I'm gonna explore this cave as much as I can. Call the dolphin in here? Nothing happens. I'm missing something. I don't... Guess I didn't go this way. Dude, how many hits? There's another pathway here. Let's see where this goes. Run! Area. Herbs. We're gonna be extra careful here. Sword to break. Must have not had it lined up right. Oh, the, okay, you're talking about the newer one. Where you're one person's Jason and everybody else has to hide. Never played it, but I heard it was good. I was afraid to touch these chests. No. I'm just gonna do this. Hoping I can build a bridge here? No? What's the iron necklace? Doubles the defensive power of armor. That's pretty important. I will take that one. Let's equip that. Yeah, we bought, my buddies and I have two friends that I play newer games with. We for the longest time played nothing but Call of Duty, and then we got burned out because Call of Duty is not what it used to be. And for a hot minute, we tried the Evil Dead game, which I think that game's pretty much dead at this point too now. I don't think the servers are even up anymore. And it was enjoyable for a little bit. I don't know, there's just not enough excitement for me with, like, PvE games. But Arc Raiders has that live element to it, and you can always run into somebody else, and it's completely optional whether or not they want to fight you, so you never know what you're going to come into. Came in, right? Maybe this is where I came dead end. Well, I think what I want to do, what we are going to do, I'm going to use this, maybe. We're going to warp on out of here. Go to, next one to the west is Evil Spirit Island. Okay, I'm pretty sure I checked out the west. Too many already, okay. I didn't want your medical herb anyway, buddy. Let's go check out the west, but pretty sure I've been through it. Let's get off of that spell. I don't need to waste a bunch of MP. West is left. That cave. I don't know. You need to go in the cave? Is that what's going on? Wait, I just gave you a treat. You're not getting another one. Alright, back to the cave. See how many times I can get poisoned again. That's some MP. Cool, Rob. Much I could do there. When you're paralyzed, you can't charge your sword. That's gotta be a dead end, right? I just want to check it out, though. I'm already poisoned. You can't poison me again. Complete waste. All the way over here. It was waste a bunch of MP in life. You get right up there, right on the other side of that river. A pretty good run there of not being paralyzed or poisoned. They're like set up right in the middle of the path. There's not much I can do to avoid it. Right, let's go through here again. Where I got that armor doubler thing. Oh, this is new. Oh, we have moving platforms. Great. I'm sure this is not going to end well. Well, let's use some. Can't not open a treasure chest. Weird, I have all this inventory space, but I can only hold consumables on the top row. Iron necklace, that's what it was. Well, let's drop a license plate. Oh, good. Good. Glad I did that. At least, like, say, like, hey, ooh, it's a license plant. You want to drop your license plant to get a license plant? This must be the super spooky village, huh? Can't hit him. Can I talk to him? Yeah. They don't want to talk to me, though. Ooh. Guards. Wrong sword again. Stinks that one sword hurts the soldiers, but another one hurts that whatever flying thing is. That looks like it could be a boss fight. And Rob is not ready to do that. Look over the heal spell if I didn't equip it. Check out the rest of this area before we go north. Another area now. Ugh. Alright. Fingers crossed, here we go. Can we fight this guy? Yeah, we talked a bunch of smack and said that the next time I see him will be my last time, I think was what he told me. Surprise, surprise, it was his last time this time. Can I pick it up? Okay, let's just drop another license plant. Fruit of power, okay. That I will actually use. Right now. Takes me to another area. Different enemies. Ooh, what is that? Shadow? Go away. I don't even want to find out what that's about. Flying things are not messing around. I am totally not equipped for this. I also don't want to go all the way back to a village. Have a half of our health. That's what we got. That's what we're rolling with. So the girl on the screen below me was Messia? Is that what we're trying to tell me here? Okay. Can't go away. Won't let me leave. Me back to the beginning. Okay. I feel like it was such a long way from the last village to here. Doesn't matter, I can't teleport out anyway. Well, we can try the path straight ahead. That takes us. It wasn't straight ahead, I guess it was more this way. I don't think I was close enough to be hit to that thing. Do I get out of here and resupply? Pressing forward a little bit, see what happens. Decisions. Okay, cool. Because we're not there before. Wish like that Monster Village was the real village with an inn and a store. About to die. Right, let's get out of here and play it safe. I don't want to lose my XP. I'm halfway to level 11. Not what I want to do there. Be nice if they gave me some more dialogue here. I feel like it's just kind of vague, like what they're telling me to do. There's gotta be something more going on with that castle. Save when I was back in that village. We should have did that. There's a moving platform, wasn't there? Wasn't that the area or the way to get to that village? I just looped around. Here. Ooh, where did this take me? Oh, I see. Really felt like I was on that platform. Not fall this time. That was dirty. I guess once you know the way, it's not that bad, but it's still kind of a trek. Okay, go in a house, huh? Sleep? Don't want to warp. That would not be good. Oh, hey, look at this. Clark! I don't know if that really helped me out or not, though. Kinda already knew she was a sorcerer, unless that, like, unlocks it where I can fight her now. Clark. Always getting lost. Guess we could try making our way back to her. What if we have to fight the bad guy again? Nope. He's gone for good this time. No more talking smack. This is near too. Yeah. Platforms coming, or I'm not gonna even try to walk across that. Any platforms? Okay. Maybe those guys are invisible? I guess that would make sense why I got hit before. They're not dots, that's just their shadow. I do not remember the way to the wizard. Figure this out again. Well, it's not this way. Okay, this is where I came in. This might be it. So if I go up there, I'm gonna get locked in. Don't want to go away though. There's something I can do? I haven't tried this in a while. Use maximum power against the enemies you can't see. Okay. Lost what? Okay. I think I might know what he's... I think I know how to get to that area with the dolphin. I guess this is kind of... stumping me at the moment, so let's go explore this branch, shall we? Wait, I have not saved in a long time. Let's do that. Alright, Mr. Dolphin. It's over here to the right somewhere. Maybe not. I know I saw it. I thought it was towards the bottom of the map. Here, I bet. Okay. So this is the channel behind the palace. No, 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 no. Is there something I'm gonna find in the water here? And how do I find it? Do I just walk over it? The love pendant. What's the love pendant? Guessing that'll be an event item. There it is. Give it to a wise man and he will teach you the magic of disguise. Okay, well, where's the wise man? Let's just get back to that village. How do I get to this area? Let's use telepathy again. And so that was the guy who I had to like push against the wall, I think. So I think here. Up here. Somewhere. Well, this is where he was. I don't know where he is now, though. I haven't been to Leaf in forever. Let's try that. It's the dude in the cave over here. We can try that since we're in the area. He told me where he was going to go too, I just don't remember. Look it up quick. Wandering around this whole map. This is telling me to go to the town of Swan, but I've not been there yet, I do not believe. Yeah. That's weird, crazy. This site has a bunch of pop-ups. Alright. Go explore some more. That. It really seems like the only path to go. Great start. I didn't get poisoned there. Yeah, I didn't get poisoned there. Unless I'm missing something in that Sorcerer's Castle area. That's possible. Wait for it to stop moving. See if Clark is still here. Can I go in this building? No. Yep, Clark's still here. Go away. Nothing here. Maybe there was something, I just got it before. Yeah. Hey, Aragon, welcome back. Yes, I'm still here. Still enjoying Crystalis. About another half hour, and then I gotta start heading to the store. So. I'm really enjoying this game. It's a good game. I'd love to take out all these soldiers, except that flying thing is annoying. And I have to switch swords in order to hurt it. Relentless, go away. This is where I killed the bat guy. Do. That way before. Oh. Aha. Well, I will not. Yeah. Finest four. This will be your doom. Full disclosure, I wasn't completely ready for this. Okay, that sword's not hurting her. That sword's not hurting her either. Hopefully this one does. Oh, have to charge it up. Was just changing elements with me? Oh, that did not go very well at all. I just loved to have Nina. Gotcha. Well, drive safe. I haven't looked outside lately. I don't know what it's doing. I'm always worried I'm going to click start there and lose. I mean, I guess it would take me back to my save, but... Alright, we need to figure out how to take her out. Power here. Man, I don't really have any other weapons. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, finest four, Serbia, blah, blah, blah. I didn't hear a ting there. Maybe that worked? Maybe I'm not hitting her? What do you think, Tilly? Were you just outside? Did you earn a treat? Give you one treat, okay? Trying to think what I have. use it. Well, we're using the wind sword. Let's try the fire sword. Ting, 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 ting. Okay. Ting. I don't hear the ting with this sword, but I don't know if the tornadoes are just missing her. There's really no indication that I'm doing any kind of damage. Level 2 doesn't hurt her. No, I'm out of MP, so what am I supposed to do? Like, physically just hit her? No. Okay. Dive into this once. Tell me fire sword, but I'm pretty sure I tried that. Try it again though. Hey Solidid, I do Pokemon. We just started doing that in February of 2025, so I'm almost a year into it. And it's mostly sealed stuff. To be fair, I at the time did not know a lot about Pokemon. I do now, like where I would feel comfortable buying a loose card. Why do you ask if you don't ask? If you don't mind me asking? Maybe I didn't try the fully charged fire sword. Doing anything? Fruit of power. Nope. Nope. Try that again. Unless the internet's lying to me. Thinking of opening a nerd store myself, and more of a tabletop and Magic the Gathering player. I also play lots of games, but was very selective with my video games. Okay, so here's what I will speak to about that. Is I've had 2 stores pop up in Oshkosh where my store is last year. Both are strictly Pokemon stores. And both sell online. So my theory before I even started carrying Pokemon stuff it's an economy in a sort of way. It's like its own economy. Like people will sell stuff to you, other people will buy stuff to you, and then there's always the chance that something will come back to you and then you can resell it again. Whereas if you sell online, yeah, you're going to sell it. You might get a little bit more, but you're going to sell it and you're going to ship it somewhere across the country and you're never going to see it again because no one's ever going to contact you and be like, hey, 5 years ago I bought a Nintendo. I live out in California. Can I ship it back to you and you'll buy it back? It never happens. So, one, if you're going to do it, I would try to keep it local if possible. I know it's hard. And two, the more things you're into, the better it's going to be. So you'll always have, like, you know, if you're going to do cards, do like Magic and Pokemon, and like Yu-Gi-Oh's getting popular and stuff like that too, or One Piece cards I think are really popular right now. But yeah, the more things you have your fingers in, the better it's going to be, because you're going to draw different customers in. That's my advice. I started doing Pokemon cards just as like a little help to the store. Like I'm still like 90% video games. Probably more than that, probably 95% video games. So, but Pokemon's super popular right now, so it goes fast. And the margins on it aren't great. Sorry, that was probably a really long answer that you didn't want to hear. But that's just my 2 cents. That's awesome that you're thinking of opening a store. See, we're just outside Boston. Cost of space is really expensive. Yes. Yep. Yeah. No, I'm answers. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. You know, you can definitely get a small space and sign a small lease and get it going. So if you go to my website, startovergamesllc.com, there's a tab on there that my buddy Chris made that kind of has the backstory. And the short of it is like years before I opened up a brick and mortar store, I was doing stuff on Facebook, flea markets, that kind of stuff, and just building it all up. I knew I'd wanted to do it, but I did not have the resources to do it. So for me, like at the time, not wanting to do TCGs, I couldn't like order video games. You know what I mean? Like I can't just call up a company and be like, hey, I need, 50 copies of Legend of Zelda. Just doesn't work that way. So I had to accumulate the inventory. Plus my daughter was super young at the time and I didn't want to take the risk of doing it. So for like the first 3 to 4 years, I did nothing but Craigslist deals where I would just dump money into video games and then I would sell enough video games to get my money back and buy more video games. To the point where I had like a huge closet full of them before I opened the store. So when I did open the store, I had the inventory to hopefully make it work. Obviously it worked out. So I guess going back to the selling online thing, like I caught a lot of crap when I opened up my store the first couple of years, because right away I had a gentleman come in and really sad story actually. He was given a matter of months to live and he had a huge collection and he decided he wanted to sell it to me, and I bought it, and one of the things in there was a CIB Earthbound. And you pump a lot of money into something like that, and at that point it was probably already $1,600, $1,700 it was going for. So it sat in the store and I was getting frustrated because everybody would come in and be like, oh, Earthbound, that's awesome. And like, yeah, Earthbound, but nobody ever would want to buy it because it's super expensive. So I put it online, and I don't know if someone found out or once, but they left me a bad review. They're like, oh, this is a really cool video game store, but they're never going to have anything good because they sell everything online. It's like, well, you got bills to pay too, man. Like, you got to do what you got to do. Like, I wouldn't fault anybody for selling things online, but you need to have stuff in your store for people to come in. Alright, I really need to focus on this. I had, I was fortunate enough to have an antique mall that was close to me that let me set up and sell video games there, even though technically they weren't really antiques, and I did really well with that. Rental space, I think I was paying on a case was maybe a couple $100 a month. Like, that's always an option too. You can find a place that has, the ability for you to do that and just kind of, get set up and start getting the word out, make your social media stuff, a website, all that. And then see where it goes from there. That way you're not making a huge commitment on a super expensive long lease. I know in Florida they have those like indoor flea markets, which are really cool. There's a lot of people that do stuff down there. I don't know what the situation is in Boston. I'm guessing with the weather, you probably don't have too much of that. I always had my mind. It's online, premium. Yes, absolutely. A lot of people don't realize too, because a lot of people don't sell online, that there are fees involved. So, you know, if you sell something on eBay, you're losing 14% right off the top, where in the store you could sell it for 14% cheaper. Just worry about paying the taxes and stuff. But yeah, there are ways. I mean, you don't necessarily have to, you know, jump in the deep end right away. You can definitely dabble in things and, you know, build a reputation and build a business slowly over time. I know it's hard. Like, I'm not a patient person either. Well, I'm not saying you're not patient. I'm not a patient person. And it was hard. I mean, it was definitely hard. Like, you see video game stores popping up all over the place, and you're like, yeah, I want to do that, but I just can't right now. But in the end, it worked out. But I was just reading an article this week, and they said they are expanding production for Pokemon cards. Some more will be coming out, but it's going to take them like almost 2 years to get the place set up. So this year's the 30th anniversary of TCG, which is, I'm sure they're going to come up with something cool for that. And then I guess what I'm saying is it's probably going to be popular for at least a couple years yet before things kind of slow down a little bit. Magic. I'm not 100% sold that this flame sword is actually doing anything. I don't know, the initial blast looks like it might hurt her, but then like you hear a bunch of tings at the end. I hear a ting there. Oh, but I'm out of life. Yep, the only thing that worries me is that one guy been around for a while and he does it very well. He's now up to 5 stores. He's Magic and Pokemon. Yeah, that's I run into that a little bit too. Like, there's a business around here that has multiple locations, and it works really well for them because if somebody comes in, they say like, hey, I'm looking for, I don't know, Zelda or Mario Kart 64. Well, then like, oh, I can check our other stores. If we have it, we'll send it this way. Whereas me, I'm just one location, so I only have stuff that's coming into there. There's a gentleman, a customer that comes into the store that used to own a video game store before me, and he had a really interesting business model. His model is that he would track something down for you. So if you came in and you said like, I want a TurboGrafx 16, something you probably don't see every day, you're probably not going to have that in the store. He would actually go out and find it. So he would like, you know, look it up on eBay or whatever, and then quote them whatever the finder's fee was. I always thought that to be interesting. Obviously, very, very thin margins on something like that. And then you're dealing with the possibility of defective system, and if something bad happens, it all falls on the business. Like, you spent, you know, $150 on a broken system. But, you know, competition's good. Who's saying that you can't do something better or differently that more people like? If you have passion for it, do it. Me, myself, I was an only child, so I never really got to experience board games. And it was right at the age when, like, the Pokemon games started coming out that I was kind of busting away from video games and going in other directions. My current obligations, certain lines. Yeah, okay. So I have a piece of pixel art I made. I keep it in my office in the store. I made it a long, long time ago. Hey, Ming. Woohoo to another only child. It's on a canvas. I probably should bring it here because I don't look at it enough, but it's very good advice. It's Mario, like 8-bit Mario from the original Super Mario Brothers, and he's jumping and he's hitting a question mark block, and above it says, "You don't know unless you reach for it." So my advice is I didn't want to live a life of regrets and not know like what happened if I tried to open a store. And I was fortunate enough that everything worked out. So my advice is if you can do it and you won't bankrupt yourself or you won't cripple yourself, you can lightly get into it and see if it works, do it. And if it shoots to the moon, shoots to the stars, that's awesome. If you have any other questions, I'd gladly answer them for you. Help you out as much as I can. If you're thinking about doing the Pokemon cards, I would start looking for vendors now. Or even Magic cards are getting pretty popular right now. My distributor it's based on allocation. That's why I say you should like start looking now. So the more I buy, the more I get, but the problem is it's just so hard to get. The allocation just builds super, super slow. I really feel like this has gone on way too long. Only child, yeah. I often think that I wouldn't have been into video games so much if I wasn't an only child. Because like I love the idea of board games. I love the idea of D&D, but I mean I had friends, but having a sibling where you're in the same household all the time to play stuff together is pretty awesome. I can think of is I'm just way underpowered for this. And we'll give it a couple more tries. I gotta get going pretty soon anyway. Difficult thing here is I have to stop in order to charge up my sword. Don't know where the best spot to hit her is. I mean, when she's standing still, right? I'm actually scared of Magic cards. Being a long-time Magic player, they are pumping out so much product, they're killing rare cred prices because they're basically reprinting something. Next set to sell more product. Okay, yeah. So I mean, that's kind of the TCG market, like in a nutshell, right? Like I talked to my buddy Chris, like he was really big into like football cards back in the day. And what he told me is like all those markets were like ready to die, and that's when they start putting like the super rare cards in there, like the piece of the jersey or the autograph card or like the full arts for the Pokemons. And that's what's kind of saving it. But I mean, it's just weird. And and then I read another thing that said like, you know, the reason they did that is because kids don't have money, which is, it sounds really, really negative when you say it, but then when you think about it, you're like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense, because if you want to sell product, you need to appeal to people who have the money to buy the product. It's kind of sad because there are a lot of people who definitely want to play Pokemon, but they're priced out right now because they can't afford just basic cards to play it. It sucks. Yeah, and I mean, how do you feel about like what Magic's doing with all these like crossovers, like the Spider-Man and the Final Fantasy, and are they doing like a Turtles one now? 46, I can't afford Magic. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah, you hate it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, my distributor was trying to get me to buy some of those Final Fantasy 7 decks, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, they're cool and everything, but... And I was at Costco, like, right before Christmas, and they had, I think, the Spider-Man ones. They had, like, a big booster box. that just seems kind of like a cash grab to me. Like, oh, you like Turtles? Come check this out. Oh, you like Final Fantasy? Here you go. You know, the other thing too about having a card store, and I thought about this a lot. My store it's not small, it's not huge either. Like, I don't have a lot of extra room. Like, if I had a true like TCG store, I would definitely want to have not Fruit of Life. We don't want Fruit of Life. I dropped it. It's gone now. To have a place like set up for people to play, I think that would be cool too. Like, have tables. Charged up all the way. Right into it. Twice. 3 times. Even though I'm a huge fan. Yeah, I am too. Yeah, I was actually thinking my next month's giveaway, I have something pretty cool that's Turtles related. I'm probably gonna get rid of. Yeah, I love the Turtles too. I'm really, really banking on the last Ronin stuff. Like, I know they're making a game, and I kind of shunned a little bit when Nickelodeon like bought them, because I knew like the chances of seeing like a real gritty Turtles thing wasn't gonna happen. But the last Ronin is gritty, and it has the possibility to be like a very MA Turtles. So that's what I'm banking on. I mean, I'm sure you know, but like the original comics were nothing like the cartoons. Even the first movie, the first live action movie, was super, super dark, and it holds up incredibly well. Like, if you watch it today, you're like, oh man, this movie's still really good. And they do get people by doing that. A friend, no interest in magic, went out and got a ton because Final Fantasy, but he's back to playing video games. He actually played even with the Final Fantasy cards. Started here the last 2 minutes, which is the old Turtles comics. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, you know about the Turtles. Yeah, I was just saying, like, the crossover thing with magic is strange to me. It seemed like it was kind of a cash grab, and yeah, the Turtles, Last Ronin. I'm really looking forward to that game. I don't play a lot of new stuff. Just, as being older now, I appreciate, like what the Turtles could be or what they were. So. And with Nickelodeon having bought them, I mean, it'll be a cartoon now. I mean, it is cool because they, like, typical, we bought something, we want to get our money back, so there's all kinds of cool Turtles licensed stuff out. I was looking on a website yesterday, I found a whole bunch of cool Turtle shirts. I'm starting to think I'm severely underpowered to be fighting her, or I'm not doing it right. One more try. One thing you may not know about and kind of why I'm so upset with State of Magic. There were lands way back called APAC and Eurolands. Okay, I did not know that. So I'm not super familiar with Magic, but lands are like the energy, right? Like you have to play your cards off the lands, like they power your spells and stuff. Am I saying that right? If I'm not, I apologize. All right, I'm not going out like that. I gotta go one more try here. Definitely gonna do some research today and see what I'm doing around here. If I don't get this on this video, which I probably won't. Hey, we're having fun, right? Good conversation, and I'm loving it. I don't know if that even hurt her. Don't have enough magic, that's what's going on. Like, why isn't it charging to level 3? She's shooting faster now, so I must be doing something. I was just making that up in my head. Where'd she go? Out of MP though. Don't have any more. Doesn't matter, I died. Alright. They were special lands that pictured places in Asia and Europe. Magic said they would never do real places. It would stay in Magic real, like those lands. One-time thing, okay. Now Magic's like, yeah, just take anything, everything, and smash it into the game, as opposed to building their own IP. Okay, yeah, that I can see how that would be very frustrating. So do you think, like, I guess I don't know the state of Magic as well as I do video games, or is it not as popular as it once was, or is it they're just out of ideas? Like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, are they doing it to try to, like, rake in some cash, which is what I think they're doing with the crossovers, or is it like we're just trying to come up with new ideas? All the way around. Magic way popular now. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was still like Pokemon Magic cash grab. Ming says cash grab. Yeah, I don't know, it's one of those things, right? Like, the older you get, the more you look at it as like from a business perspective. Like, as a kid, I always use like bands for example. Like, I don't know, the Foo Fighters. I was a huge Foo Fighters fan for a long time until Dave Grohl did what he did 2 years ago. But like, I mean, I remember when Kurt killed himself. I remember when Dave formed the Foo Fighters. So I had been listening to them since I was in high school, and like, the first couple records are really good. They're really heavy, and then all of a sudden, like, Learning to Fly comes out, and you're like, well, this is still kind of good, but it's not real heavy like older Foo Fighters, and it evolves, right? Like everybody's always trying to evolve into something, and sometimes it doesn't stick, and sometimes it's not very good. That's why all crossovers, they're treating like Monopoly. Like Star Wars Monopoly. Like Logan Paul Monopoly. Okay, first of all, who likes Logan Paul? Right? No, I'm kidding. Like, I don't hate the guy. Like, talk about making money. Like, market yourself as a heel, make money. Yeah, I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but like, he had Dominic Mysterio, which is Rey Mysterio's son, on the podcast, and it was freaking hilarious. Dom called him out on like going to that forest in Japan, that suicide forest that he went to like years ago and made that video, and he just totally locked up. It was great. If you ever get a chance to watch that clip, I would check it out. But yeah, you know, the Monopoly is another thing. Like, do you need 50 billion versions of Monopoly? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, people always say like, oh, everything's going up in price, and maybe that's part of it too. Like, I'm sure the cost of card printing's gone up, like everything else. So I'm gonna go back in here and make a save state before I quit. Although I do believe I'm gonna have to go back to the village tomorrow and buy some more stuff. That's on Monday. Might even have to grind out some levels. Alright, folks, I am out for the day. I gotta get to the store. I'll be back on tonight. Probably the Packer game's on tonight. I kind of want to watch that, but if it's like a blowout or it's not good, I might be on. Might be on either way. I don't know. But I'm gonna work on this tonight. Gotta get this done. Yes, cheers to you, Solid Dude. Like I said, if you have any other questions, hit me up. I love helping out other people. So I'm an MMA wrestling guy, but just did Logan Paul because of Dick. So it'd be yeah, I agree. Yeah, man, you have a good one too. Thanks everybody that tuned in. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to raid out. I like to start doing that more. I just have trouble finding people that have the same interest as me. Like, especially in the morning, there's not a lot of English retro gaming going on. I'd hate to pass you guys off to somebody where it would be rather hard to communicate. Somebody's playing Day of the Tentacle. Jobcast is playing. It's like Zelda on the old GBs. Let's go there. Alright, again, thank you everybody that tuned in. I appreciate the good conversation. It always makes things go better. I'll be back on mornings starting Monday. Tonight, after I get done with work, assuming I don't get killed and I'm super tired. So, thanks again. Have a good rest of the weekend, everybody, and take care.